أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear brothers, sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our journey and gardens of the Holy Quran. We're still in our interpretation of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are in Surah Sajdah, the chapter of the Prostration. We are in episode number 4. We're going to start tonight from verse 10 to 13. I have a title in my Tafsir Nur al-Bayan regarding the meaning of this ayat, and they are very important ayat. We recite this ayat every Friday in Salat al-Fajr. The disbelievers denied the day of resurrection and their condition on that day. See what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about this situation. Verse number 10. وقالوا أإذا ضللنا في الأرض أإنا لفي خلق جديد. طبعا this ayat comes after when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking about the creation of the heaven and the earth and He's managing everything. Malaika, He talk about He knows the seen and the unseen, and He created and He perfected everything, and He created the man from clay, water, and we explained that. And He blow into His ruh, He create for him his as-sam', the hearing sense, and the sight sense, and the heart and the brain, and we could talk about that. And the kuffar, the disbelievers, while Allah showed them all of these signs and evidence and the proofs and the existence of Allah, they are denying still the resurrection day. They said, وَقَالُوا وَإِذَا ضَلَلْنَا فِي الْأَرْضِ أَإِنَّا لَفِي خَلْقٍ جَدِيدٍ. They said, the disbelievers who deny the day of resurrection, they said, shall we really be raised from our graves after being bones or dust on that day? They are denying. They are saying that in denial to the truth. They are denying the truth. Actually, they are in disbelief of the meeting with their Lord on the day of judgment. Now they are trying to say we deny the day of resurrection. In the reality, they believe in the day of resurrection. But their problem is that they are denying meeting of Allah. That doesn't want to meet. They hate it. Why? Because they are kharbanin. They never make something good. And Allah Azza wa Jal gonna question them. You see the criminal, when you take by force, you take him to the judge, to the court. Do you think the judge is gonna be happy with him? He's a criminal, he's a killer. The judge will be sad. The judge will give him very bad verdicts. Maybe he's going to execute his life or going to put him in jail forever. That's how he will never going to be happy. He's going to Allah with empty hand from good deeds. But his hand is full of bad deeds. That's why they think he's going to be good. No, of course. See, these people, they said if we will be bones and rotten bones and dalalna fil ard means when we're going to be dust and our body will be small, tiny, dust like this in the earth. How God will bring us back to this life? They deny that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that's easy for Allah, because Allah already created your father Adam from nothing. But now when you die, your spirit will go, your ruh spirit will go where it was before Allah blew it into your body. And your atoms of your body, or the dust of your body, or the dirt of your body, whatever left from you, it exists, and Allah knows where, and Allah can bring it back. The resurrection of you, it's easier for Allah from creating you from the beginning. But all easy for Allah. I'm talking about according to your understanding. It's all easy for Allah. And Allah said in the Quran here, Surah Qaf, verse number 15. أَفَعَيِّنَا بِالْخَلْقِ الْأَوَّلِ. Allah created Adam with kun, be, and it was easy for Allah. بل هم في لبس من خلق جديد. These people, they are in doubt about the resurrection day. For Allah, the one who created you from zero, nothing, it's easy for Him to bring you back and to bring your soul back to your body. وهو الذي يبدأ الخلق ثم يعيده أهون عليه. Surah Al-Rum, the chapter of the Romans, verse 27. He is the one who created the human or his creatures, and it's easy for him to bring them back. they did deny, as I said, the resurrection. No, they deny the meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because they hate it, because their accountability, it will be so bad. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in verse number 11, قُلْ يَتَوَفَّاكُمْ مَلَكُ الْمَوْتِ. Tell them, Ya Rasulullah, قُلْ يَتَوَفَّاكُمْ مَلَكُ الْمَوْتِ الَّذِي وُكِّلَ بِكُمْ ثُمَّ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ تُرْجَعُونَ. أيوة. O Prophet, say, tell them, Ya Rasulullah, the angel of death, there is nothing called Azrael or Azazil. All of these names, it is in the Torah or the Bible. We don't care about these names. We don't have any authentic hadith in Sunnah saying his name is Azrael or Azazil. Or in the Quran, Allah named Mikal, angel Mikal. Allah named angel Gabriel in the Quran. And the Ra'd, it's an angel. The thunder, it's an angel too. Allah mentioned these names in the Quran about angels. But He never said the angel of death, his name is Azrael or Azazil. No. So what did Allah call the angel of death? Malakul Maut, angel of death. Why you say Azrael then? When you talk about him, say the angel of death, Malakul Maut. And Allah said, قُلْ يَتَوَفَّاكُمْ Malakul Maut, the angel of death. Tell them, Ya Rasulullah, the angel of death who is put in charge of claiming your souls in full at the appointed time, you cannot delay or hasten that a bit. You cannot delay your soul or hasten it a bit, little bit, yeah. Then you return to your Lord, who will set you accountable for all your deeds. You cannot delay your soul, you cannot delay it, or you can hasten it, you cannot hasten it for a little bit. You have an appointed time. When the time comes, the angel of death and his helpers from the angels, they knew where are you. They will get you just like this, on the appointed time for you. Let me explain this verse now. Now verse number 11, we read this ayah every Friday in the Salat al-Fajr. Those deniers, they are denying the resurrection day. And the resurrection means when Allah brings us to the life again. In this verse 11, in the chapter of the Sajdah, Allah is not talking about the resurrection. He's talking about death, the opposite to them. You're denying the resurrection. Let me talk about death for you. What is death? You're gonna die. I'm the one who's gonna cause you to die. And the death, it's opposite of what? Resurrection. Resurrection is standing back to the life from your grave. The one who, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He talks about death, He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, that's related to me, Allah Almighty. He said in Surah Al-Zumar, chapter Al-Zumar, verse 42, الله يتوفى الأنفس حين موتها والتي لم تمت في منامها فأمسك التي قضى عليها الموت ويرسل الأخرى إلى أجل مسمى. Every night when we sleep, we die, minor death. And our souls are going up to Allah Azza wa Jal. Our soul, everybody, when we sleep. Allah said that in the ayah, لا يتوفى الأنفس حين موتها. Allah, the one who caused people to die. والتي لم تمت في منامها. And that nafs which is still alive, while they are sleeping also. Allah caused them to a minor death. The spirit is going from their body and they're going up. And some spirits, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hold it and the rest will release it to the bodies again. فيمسك التي قضى عليها الموت. خلاص, he must die now. The man is sleeping, his wife is waking him up for work. Hey, wake up, husband, for work. The man is dying because his soul did not come back to his body. Allah hold it. فيمسك التي قضى عليها الموت ويرسل الأخرى, and He release others to the people again until their time will come. فالله عز وجل, He is the one who caused people to die. Second verse, like this verse, number 11, Allah said, Al-Maut, who, the one who caused you to die, the angel of death. Also, this is his responsibility. One of the great angels, Gabriel, Mikael, Israfil, and the angel of death. They are 4 great angels. Okay, not just only these, we have too many, millions of angels, billions of angels, we don't know. They have certain jobs, they are worshiping Allah. Allah created them to worship Him. Everyone has his own responsibility and the work and job. But angel of death also, Allah said in this surah, قل يتوفاكم ملك الموت. The angel of death, the one who will cause you to die, according to this ayah, who is put in charge of claiming your souls in full at the appointed time, your time, your time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said also, Surah Al-An'am, verse 61, the chapter of the cattle, حتى إذا جاء أحدكم الموت توفته رسلنا هم لا يفرطون. The hadith said, with each person, when they take the soul spirit from his body during his time of death, 500 angels, they are under the command of the angel of death. He is in charge of all of this work. But how? Allah, you said Allah, the one who causes people to die, and the angel of death and the malaika, these angels, all of them, they are together. Allah gives the order to the angel of death. Angel of death, he's in charge of all of these angels. Aywa, and what happened is, when Allah gives the order to the angel of death is giving order to these angels, and the angels, what? They are applying and they are listening to the angel of death. See that. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Azza wa Jal, the charge of death, it is in His hand. And He is the bestower of your life, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He is the one, He has the right to take back your soul. Am I has a right as a human, or you, or him, to take the soul of someone? You cannot take the soul of someone until you kill him. And the taking the soul or the spirit of someone, it's called what? Al-wafah, normal death. But if you cause somebody to get his ruh out from his body, you're not making wafah, you are killing him. It's called killing. You shoot him, or an accident or something happened to him. That's why death, it is not executing. Death, it's by Allah, normally. The body is the same, but the soul is going out from your toes to your knees, to your waist, to your chest, to your throat, and the angel of death will take it. This is his job. That's why this is exactly simply. So anyway, you're not allowed to kill someone. The only one who gives you the life, Allah. And there is no one allowed to take the life of anybody except Allah. Otherwise, if you kill someone, you are under the curse of Allah. You're gonna be mal'oon. Because Allah, when Allah make a build, Allah build you up as a human. He's a creator. Who has the authority to destroy the building of Allah? No one. No one. Except بحقها. If somebody kill, he's going to the court or something, kill by kill, al-qasas, one by one, nafs by nafs, eye by eye, whatever, like what the Quran said. The rules, the verdict. Anyway, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, when the angel of death is taking the soul is going back from where Allah get it to blow it into your body. يبقى في مستقر there is a place, certain place for your nafs and your soul, your spirit. When Malak al-Maut take it, it did not just throw it like that. It's going to its place where it comes from, and to be into your body when you was infant, when you were when you was in the uterus of your mom. And your body, as I explained yesterday, will dissolve on the earth, will be dust again. But Allah knows where is your body, even if you die into the ocean, even if the fish eats your body. Allah knows where is your tiny zarrat atoms from your body. Allah will bring it back. He knows, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why, don't tell me it's difficult, Allah will not be able to resurrect me again. No, He's able to bring you again. And they said, Allah said, Malakul Maut, the angel of death, he's watching you. He never became heedless of you. He's around you. And the angel of death is a great angel. The all earth for the angel of death, like if you have a little quarter in your hand, like this. Imagine I have a little quarter. Do you have a quarter? You put it here in my hand like this. This ring, this is a quarter. You, the whole entire earth for the angel of death, like this. In my hand like that. He knows everyone. He's looking to everyone. Nobody can be missed from him. Angel of death. He's looking to us. He's watching you. He's following you. When the appointed time comes in second, He gives the order and they know where you are. Where are you? GPS, ya basha. Allah's GPS. First second. So I see the airplane. Just the pilot is putting like subhanallah automatic. He's just put it. It was going itself. Some airplanes is landing itself now. Why? It's Allah, kun fayakun. That's it. What do you think? There is nothing difficult for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you, Isma, listen, al-mawtu, death like a spear that thrown to you. And the distance between you on that spear, this is your life, age. And each one of us different. Death like what? Spear. You know the spear? Or arrow? It's been thrown to you like this. And the distance between the arrow and you, this is your age. It is different from me to him and me and you and everybody. But it's already been thrown to you. Since you come to this dunya, it's been thrown to you. That's why every day is taking you closer to your grave. Means the spear is coming close to you. And subhanAllah, but don't tell me you're going to skip death. Never. الموت سهم انطلق إليك فعلا وعمرك بمقدار سفره إليك فهو واقع بما لا محال. There is no doubt about death. أبدا. Where is our fathers, grandfathers, grandfathers? Where is our mothers and grandmothers? They are in the grave. They are in the grave. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ثم إلى ربكم ترجعون. In the end, inshallah. ثم إلى ربكم ترجعون. There is no doubt in the day of judgment, your return is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Verse number 12. Allah is still talking about the humiliation of the criminals, the disbelievers. He said, verse number 12, وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذِ الْمُجْرِمُونَ نَاكِسُوا رُؤُوسِهِمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ. These verses were recited every morning in Salat al-Fajr. وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذِ الْمُجْرِمُونَ نَاكِسُوا رُؤُوسِهِمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ رَبَّنَا أَبْصَرْنَا وَسَمِعْنَا فَارْجِعْنَا نَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا إِنَّا مُوقِنُونَ. Verse number 12 in the chapter of the Prostration is Sajdah. And you will wonder if you see the sinners. I'm talking now about the day of judgment. Now we are in the day of judgment there, and Rasulullah gonna see this. And Allah is telling us, and they're telling Rasulullah before us, look what this is what gonna happen to the criminals in the day of judgment, to the disbelievers. Listen, guys. And you will wonder if you see the sinners' state on that day, which is the day of judgment, when they put their heads down in shame before their Lord, saying, our Lord, we have now seen our big mistakes. And we heard from you affirmation of what the prophets said. So if you, return us back to life on earth, and we will be obedient to you and to the prophets, and we will do righteous deeds. We are very sure now of the truth, and we are believers. It's over يا معلم. Do you think it's gonna work? It's over يا حبيبي. خلاص راحت عليك يا حبيبي. Life is one shot. Done. Don't tell me you're gonna come back. Please give me respite. Give me another chance. Because, and don't put any excuses. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, now look in the day of judgment when you're gonna see the criminals will be driven to their punishment. And exactly when you see somebody criminal is giving hard time to the community, killing people, stealing their stuff, threatening people, and finally the police arrested that guy and they put him in a chain and his legs and his eyes. And his eyes also they covered, and they put the cuff on him, and he cannot even walk, and he's putting his head down like this. Everybody in the community, hey, we are so happy. That's good. He's not anymore, no bothering, and everybody's happy because ابن الكلب ده اللي اخذ فلوسي. He killed my son. He killed my brother. Exactly, that's what's gonna happen to the day. Allah is telling Rasulullah, be happy. They bother you. They talk about your wife Aisha. They talk about your daughters. They give you hard time, Ya Rasulullah. I will bring them back to you, and you're gonna see them in a chain and humiliated, putting their heads down like this. They're gonna be broken the way they used to deal with you. And they're going to give you more details. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, listen, I was talking to Rasulullah and talking to us too. وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذِ الْمُجْرِمُونَ نَاكِسُوا رُؤُوسِهِمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ. You're gonna wonder, Ya Rasulullah, to something will make you happy when you see these criminals, these believers, those who harmed you, those who harmed the Muslims, those who hurt, they curse the community, they give us hard time. These people, subhanallah. Listen, whatever I'm telling you, Ya Rasulullah, walau tara, I want you to believe it even during your lifetime as if you see it with your own eyes, because your eye can deny you. But whatever Allah is telling you, believe it as if you see it with your own eyes. اسمع. قال ناكسوا رؤوسهم. What is it تنكيس? When you see something upside down. What is the highest thing in your body? Your head. And that head will be upside down like this. Out of their humiliation, they're going to be broken. Subhanallah. See, for example, in the story of Prophet Ibrahim, when Sayyidina Ibrahim destroyed the idols and he was talking to his people. And after he destroyed their idols, he said, who did this, Ibrahim, to our idols? Who destroyed them? He said, the biggest one of them. And he put the axe on his head. He said, you know that they cannot move, they cannot talk. He said, why you worship them then? And after that, they put their heads down out of their shame like this. Yes, because they had no answer. You say they are a God? The biggest one of them destroyed the rest. He was mad at them, the God. Rocks, statue. And they said, you know that they cannot talk, they cannot move. And you're lying. And they said, okay, if they cannot talk, they cannot move, why you worship them? And then they put their head down out of their shame like this. Subhanallah. لقد علمت ما هؤلاء ينطقون. And Allah said in the Holy Quran, Surah Yasin, verse 68, وَمَنْ نُعَمِّرْهُ نُنَكِّسْهُ فِي الْخَلْقِ أَفَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ. More you grow up and you are strong, you're going to come to the point you're going to be very old. At this zaman, it tankis. You're strong, you have muscles, you're powerful. Little by little, you're going to be weak. Little by little, your back going to be bent like this. And subhanAllah said in Surah Al-Nahl, verse number 70, وَمِنْكُمْ مَنْ يُرَدُّ إِلَىٰ أَرْذَلِ الْعُمُرِ لِكَيْ لَا يَعْلَمِ مِنْ بَعْدِ عِلْمٍ شَيْءٍ. Some of you, they're going to be very old age until subhanAllah, they come to the end of their age. They will not know, like they're going to return back like a baby, like infant baby. He has nothing. Even if he's a big scholar or big doctor, whatever, he's going to forget our knowledge and they're going to go back. Subhanallah. You see him first walking, he will not be able to walk. He get a stick and they're going to walk in the stick. And he's going to be growing up. He's going to be up, old age. What? He going to sit, he will not be able to stand even with the stick. And after that, he will not be able to sit and sick. He's going to crawl like a baby again. And after that, he will not be able to crawl like a baby. He needs somebody to carry him when they go and they come like a baby. This is what Allah said. That's why Rasulullah, this is a tankis, when you go upside down, subhanallah. That's why Rasulullah used to say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an uraddu ila ardhil al-umr. Ya Rab, I don't want to live until they come to this age. Because even my family, they're going to wish for my death. I don't need this time. That's why when you come to this point, when you became very old like that, you wish for death. And death is rahmah for you. But now, death will be rahmah and mercy for you. When you come to the point, you need somebody to carry you like a baby. Subhanallah. Means you need somebody to change your diaper, somebody to feed you, and all of that. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about these people. They were arrogant during their lifetime, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, humble yourself, Allah will raise your fame and your aim. But if you will be arrogant, this is not good. And these people in Surah Hud, verse number 5, when they used to meet Rasulullah, what they used to do? Rasulullah is coming, and they used to make like this. From him. They used to put their head down. They did not want Rasulullah to see them. That's going to be their humiliation in the day of judgment. ألا إنهم يثنون صدورهم يعني يثني صدر يعني يعمل كده. I don't want him to see me, Rasulullah. ليستخفوا منه. In the same way, Allah will punish them in the day of judgment. Also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is the one he has haqq, he can tell you, come face me, put your eyes in my eyes, talk to me. That's why you see most of the killers, why they kill their people. Because he cannot stand against him. Let me finish him. Stupid. But if he has right, and he's really strong, he can come and talk, make dialogue, talk to me. Because he has no right. But that's why, subhanAllah, Allah is talking about this kind of punishment and judgment for those who are collecting gold and silver and money as a treasure. These people also, their punishment gonna be the same way they used to punish people. For example, the one who has a lot of money is not paying zakat. When the beggar or somebody asking them for help, first he gonna make like this, frown in his face, like this. He doesn't want to give him, and he said, "Please help me." And he gonna look at him like this, and he gonna give him his side. And they say, the man is going, "Please help me." Then he gonna give his back completely. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said his money gonna be like a snake, and gonna be like coins of fire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will what? Will burn their faces and their side and their backs. The way they used to deal with the poor people. See? Exactly the same thing. These criminals, they used to escape from Rasulullah and hide their faces. And they put it down like this. "I don't want Rasulullah to see me." Like, you're coward. And Allah will bring them also in the chain, in the day of judgment, where their heads nakis ru'usihim. Out of shape, they're gonna do like this. The same thing. Subhanallah, the punishment, al-jaza' min jins al-amal. So that's why we have to be careful, ya jama'at al-khair. Very important. These mujrimun, in the day of judgment, they're gonna tell Allah, "Rabbana, our Lord, absarna, we see the truth now. Wa sami'na, we hear the message now. A confirmation from you, that's your messengers, they were right. Can you give us another chance to come back to this world alive, to be good?" It's over, ya Mu'allim. Khalas, this is not the dunya. Even if you come back to this life, doesn't make sense. Because we build up our iman as Muslims according to the unseen. This is the exam. Allah examine you because of that. Everything for us, it's unseen, right? Did you see Jannah? Hellfire? The grave? Did you see Allah? Did you see Rasulullah? No, it's all unseen for us. الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. If you believe and you have yaqeen on the unseen, Allah Azza wa Jal will take you to Jannah. If you deny all of this, that's it, done. If they are there, they see the hellfire, they see the punishment, they see the grave, they see all of that. Doesn't make sense to ask me to come back to dunya. It will not be a test anymore. Khalas, is done. Life is one shot. Allah examine you for one time, that's it, done. There is no chance anymore. That's why, what the kafir gonna see first in the day of judgment? The kafir will see first in the day of judgment Allah. When Allah will ask him, وَوَجَدَ اللَّهَ عِنْدَهُ فَوَفَّاهُ حِسَابَهُ. And they're gonna see Allah alone, without any partner. Subhanallah. They're gonna confess, Ya Rab, this, khalas, we've been mistaken, Ya Rab, we are good now, Ya Rab. It's over. It's over, that's it. Like Fir'aun. When Fir'aun, during his time of death, he said, فرعون آمنت أنه لا إله إلا الذي آمنت به بنو إسرائيل. I believe in the God of Bani Israel, which is Allah. Okay, he did not say even Allah, the God of Bani Israel. متكبر حيوان حتى هو بموت. يعني غبي والله العظيم. فربنا يرد عليه يقول له يا خربان الآن now وقد عصيت وكنت من المفسدين. You've been one of the corruptors. Now it's too late. Jibril used to bring the mud from the Red Sea and he used to put it into his mouth. And when they take him to France to make some analysis with Pharaoh, he's still laying in the museum in Cairo. Subhanallah, that guy, I forget his name, the French guy, he found that salt and Morris, yes. He put the salt and everything in his mouth. And this guy died because he was drowning. And this is what the Quran said. Al-Gharaq. Subhanallah. See, anyway, حتى المجرم in his grave, when he died, قال رب ارجعوني لعلي أعمل صالحا. He said, oh Allah, give me a respite, another chance in this dunya. I will be good. Allah will say, nay, kalla, never. Life is one shot, that's it. If he, anyway, either he will be good or bad, that's it. And Allah said, give us that ayah in verse number 28 in the chapter of the cattle. وَلَوْ رُدُّوا لَعَادُوا لِمَا نُهُوا عَنْهُ إِنَّهُمْ لَكَاذِبُونَ. Even if, that never gonna happen, but even if Allah give them a chance again to come to this life to make good deeds, they're gonna be worse than before. Allah knows. لَرُدُّوا لِمَا عَادُوا لِمَا سبحان الله لَعَادُوا لِمَا نُهُوا عَنْهُ إِنَّهُمْ لَكَاذِبُونَ. Anyway, last verse with me, last two verses. وَلَوْ شِئْنَا لَآتَيْنَا, verse number 13 and 14. Let's talk about them together because of the time. ولو شئنا لآتينا كل نفس هداها ولكن حق القول مني لأملأن جهنم من الجنة والناس أجمعين. Verse 14. فذوقوا بما نسيتم لقاء يومكم هذا إنا نسيناكم وذوقوا عذاب الخلد بما كنتم تعملون. This ayat we repeated Surah Sajdah every Friday in the morning. Surah Sajdah and the Insan min Sunnah to recite these surahs. reminding us about what's going to happen in the day of judgment. The meaning of this two ayat in 13 and 14, and if we wished, we could have given guidance to all those disbelievers by force, but never going to happen. But the word from Allah is the truth, had come to pass that. What is the word of Allah had come? It's a decision. What? I will certainly fill the hellfire with some of people and jinn together, because they choose to be disobedient to Allah in their earthly life. It means Allah give you the choice, and this is up to you. You want to go to Jannah? Go. Work for Jannah. You want to go to hellfire? Go. Hellfire too. Work for hellfire. فَذُوقُوا بِمَا نَسِيتُمْ لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ هَذَا. And it will be told the disbelievers on that day, which is the day of judgment, taste the punishment for forgetting that day in your earthly life and indulging in enjoyment on earth. See, what is the reason people will go to hellfire? Because they indulge themselves in that enjoyment on the earth in disobedience to Allah rules. They disobey Allah rules. Very important. We have forgotten you, Allah said that, and taste the eternal punishment in the hellfire for what you used to do. طيب خلاص احنا we finish this now, but let me go very fast to this ayat. Sorry, because it's related to each other, I have to bring it together. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He wish, He will guide everybody by force. He will send a sign, like what He said, and everybody gonna look until the day of judgment like this. The kuffar and the mu'mineen, and by force they're gonna believe. But Allah said, no. I will give you the choice, and this is a test. I created you, I give you the choice. Do whatever you want. You want to be guided? Do. You want to be misguided? It's up to you. But this is the part of the test of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed that He will fill Jahannam from human and ins. Why? Because they choose to be misguided and to be disbelievers, and they did not choose the way of guidance. And they are the ones who choose their final abad or their fate. If you want to go to Jannah, work for Jannah. If you want to go to hellfire, work for hellfire. Nobody can hold your hand. Do whatever you want. That's why Allah said, Inna in Surah Al-Insan, and you read it also Friday, subhanallah. Inna hadaynahu as-sabil, imma shakiran wa imma kafura. We guide the man, we put you in between two junctions like this. You are here. This is the way of Jannah and this is the way of hellfire. It's up to your choice. Do whatever you want. But Allah, out of His mercy, He warned you here. He said, this way if you go, I know you're gonna find little bit hardship, but in the end, the big beautiful garden, you're gonna stay forever there. And this way, you're gonna enjoy. Maybe you're gonna see too many things, it's gonna make you happy. But in the end, Jahannam is waiting. But this is up to you. I give you the choice. طيب. فالإنسان, Allah did not force anyone to be guided or misguided. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His Lawh al-Mahfuz, He decreed, He decided that there is something called the thawab wal-iqab, the reward and the punishment. And we have also thawab wal-iqab here. Go kill somebody or make something bad against the law, and they hold you, what are they going to be? You're going to be punished. Make something good, people will talk highly about you, and they're going to reward you for that. It's even in the dunya too. You are, the meaning of this ayah, you are responsible. And your responsibility for taking your final resolution and the qarar, and you choose, this is up to you. طيب. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not punishing anyone without sin. You have to be a sinner first, and Allah will give you the proofs that you've been a sinner, then Allah out of His justice will take these people to the hellfire. It is a court, and there is no appeal in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Except by, I can say, by the Anbiya, when they make intercession, I can say, I consider the intercession of the Anbiya like an appeal. But not anybody can do it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He did not agreed even with the Anbiya, He will not accept their intercession. But in the court of Allah, He's not taking randomly people to the hellfire like this. No. You have to stand in His court. He will show you your sin. Malaika, they are writing video like this. You're going to see it in Al-Quran. Quran said that there is video in the day of judgment. You're going to deny, I did not do it. This Malak, he was sleeping. He did not write the right thing. Okay, bring the video. Yallah, when you was, inna kunna nastansakh. Istinsakh exactly like this camera. Taking my picture and my voice. This is called istinsakh. You know, istinsakh copying. All of this, it is there. Quran said, talk about it. But that's why you cannot deny that. Anyway, Allah said, فَذُوقُوا بِمَا نَسِيتُمْ لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ إِنَّا نَسِينَاكُمْ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the fate of those who forget about Allah Azza wa Jal. Those who have been busy with the dunya. And they never come to the masjid. They never pray. They never read the Quran. They say, work is kind of worship. No. They are busy, being occupied with the dunya. They never stand before the day of judgment. They are not ready. If they die, they said, no, Allah forbid, I don't want to die. Why? Because he's not ready. He's not ready. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, be ready. Otherwise, there is a punishment there. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, these people will taste the punishment because al-akhirah, the hereafter, and the Jannah, it is not in their mind. They never became ready for that. Don't forget about Allah, because Allah will forget about you from His rahmah in the day of judgment. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in this verse, He's calling you to be ready for the accountability in the day of judgment. And Allah is calling you also, don't be occupied with the dunya. أَلْهَاكُمُ التَّكَاثُرُ حَتَّى زُرْتُمُ الْمَقَابِرَ. And try to do righteous goods as much as you can. Do not disobey Allah Azza wa Jal. And don't be heedless, and don't close your eyes for your salah, your ibadah, your deen, because our life is very short and me and you are going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't be heedless. Open your eyes. Life is very short. Me and you are going to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Death, it's like a spear. And the spear already they throw it to you. And between your spear and you, the distance which is your life. And it's different from me and you. But they throw it already since you come to this life. It's coming to you. The only this life, that distance is coming close to you every day. But that's why death is no doubt about it. Don't humiliate your deen. Don't put your deen behind your back. Put your deen between your eyes and your heart. وَمَنْ أَرَادَ الْآخِرَةَ وَسَعَى لَهَا سَعْيَهَا وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ فَأُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ سَعْيُهُمْ مَشْكُورًا. If you seek al-akhirah, you work for it, Allah will be gratitude to you. And Allah will reward you with Jannah, insha'Allah Rabbil Alameen. Otherwise, if you disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah said, تِلْكَ حُدُودُ اللَّهِ فَلَا تَقْرَبُوهَا. When He came to the haram, He said, don't go near to it. فَلَا تَقْرَبُوهَا. When He talked about His orders and verdicts and rules, He said, وَتِلْكَ حُدُودُ اللَّهِ فَلَا تَعْتَدُوهَا. Don't close your eyes and jump. I said, I did not see. No, you see everything. The message being delivered to you. Al-akhirah, if you lose your Jannah, it's a big loss because you cannot do it anymore. Like Fir'aun. He said, I believe. It's too late, ya Habib. Khalas. These criminals, they said, Ya Rab, give us another spite, chance. No, done. Khalas. You are in the hereafter already. But that's why in dunya, if you lose anything, you can make it up again. You lose business, you can make it up again. You lose anything, you make it up again because you're still alive. But there, life is one shot. If you go to your grave, you cannot come back. I want to go pray, sadaqah, it's done, over, done. The only chance you can do it, your age, your life, and your time, it's the essence of your life. Don't waste it for nothing. Allah told Rasulullah, where Rasulullah was the mujahid, was the Rasul, was the Nabi, and he's carrying big responsibility for his ummah. Allah said, when you have a spare time, Ya Rasulullah, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبَّ وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. When you have a spare time, go stand and pray. That's all. Now, we see too many Muslims, they never come to the masjid. And Shaitan is telling him Friday is enough, Ramadan is enough, Laylatul Qadr is enough. I heard the Sheikh saying, if you come to Laylatul Qadr, Allah forgive you for 84 years. You're kharbana. How do you know Allah forgive you? How do you know Allah accept it from you? I pray Salat al-Isha now, and they said, Ya Rabbi, please accept it. Abdullah ibn Umar said, if I know Allah accept it from me 2 rak'ah, it's enough. 2 units of Salah, it's enough, but I don't know. That's why, look for al-akhirah, wal-akhiratu khayrun wa abqa. Al-akhiratu will last, it's better for you. Before you come to the point, you say, Ya laytani qaddamtu li hayati. I wish if I make something, I put it ahead for my eternal life. But it's too late. Ya laytani, woe to me, will not benefit you. Jazakumullah khair.